Tyler, what's your 3 favorite things to do on a Friday night?
Oh, that's easy. For sure, it's going to a place that has cheap drinks, cheap food, and extremely mediocre karaoke.
That's actually crazy because today's episode is brought to you by the American Legion in Pine City, Minnesota. They got karaoke every Friday.
Now let's get back to the show.
All right, welcome back to another episode of On Tap with the Boys, episode 80 today. Big 8-0, top in the charts. Sam, Tyler, and Cody are in the studio today. I wanted to start this episode by just straight up telling everybody in the audience for episode 79, I now know that I don't know shit about history. I'm absolutely an idiot with history. Okay, we did land on the moon in 69, not 59. I figured that out because people are in my DMs. Back off.
I'm sure everyone's just yelling at their radios listening to the last episode.
Yeah.
No!
Now I'm chilling on the couch and I'm tuned in. Tell her on the left, squats going in. Tuck on the screen looking at your bae. Meanwhile, out now here serving A1 of the dopeness. You be feeling so hopeless when you got a drink on.
Have you seen how brutal people have been to England TikTok or like British people?
Dude, I love it.
I love it.
I
It feels
love
great.
Are you
seeing
talking about?
them.
Are you talking about like them making fun of their teeth and stuff?
Yeah.
How about we do this? At least there's schools that look like Call of Duty.
Like, it's just nice seeing them get shit on.
Yeah, it's funny because it's literally double diss because the first TikTok they show is a diss to England or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then the second clip is also a diss to him. So it's not good. Not good any way you look at it.
Why do you think their teeth are generally fucked up?
Probably just jeans.
Inbreeding, maybe?
They wear a lot of denim.
Yeah, they like
That makes
They
sense.
like Levi Strauss, so it like messes up their teeth. I think.
Yeah, I think it's in their genes. I think
think
if they had
it's-
Wranglers over there, I bet their teeth would be way better.
It makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, honestly,
I like-
I have no idea, but I've always wondered the same thing. Like,
No, I think it's just
they
like
get like the Austin Powers look. Like that is what I imagine as like a normal guy in England.
But it's just weird how you can see a white English person and you can almost just tell without them even talking.
That's a good point.
Like if I see someone, I know they have that British
Are
accent.
you stereotyping England right now?
I think
you're
if we're going to stereotype
generalizing?
anybody, I think they're going to be okay with that.
I feel like that's the best one to stereotype on a podcast. Is probably.
I mean, us as Americans, we're taking the heat for
Yeah.
what the Britons did, dude. We're sitting in this country taking
Party
all the
style.
heat.
Yo, we should have thrown way more tea into that fucking bay. I tell you what.
I completely agree.
Who's
Let's
the
cancel
pre-show
England.
shot dedicated to? You got some girl you want to shout out? What you got going on?
Shout out to my mom.
Hell yeah, this is for mom.
If we don't have cups,
I thought
you
we
have
were
cups
going,
right in front of
he
you.
set the shot glasses up right in front of him. I'm going to be a proper man.
This is for mom. Glug glug glug.
They're dirty.
Not
That's funny. Well, let's get right into the
swine.
meat and potatoes of today's episode.
Oh boy.
What do you think is, or let me rephrase that. Has there ever been a time where you tried being nice to someone and it backfired on you entirely?
Where you try to do a good deed and it just
Backfired entirely.
Well, for me, it would be freaking a month ago. I picked up a freaking hitchhiker. So on the podcast before, I've talked about my brother has picked up a hitchhiker and ended up being a hooker. That was a good clip that ended up coming out, but
It got taken down off of TikTok.
yeah, lame. But a month ago, I picked this guy up. I was going up to Hankley to go to the gym early in the morning. Okay, and I got up to the gym. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to Taco Bell. Okay, so I went to Taco Bell. Got this
breakfast. I
this
remember that day.
awesome. Yeah, just a nice big old box of tacos, you know. And on my way back, I'm like, it's gonna be a good day. I'm feeling really good. I'm like, I'm gonna do something nice. It was a Friday. We were recording that night. It was gonna be a good day. And I picked this hitchhiker up off the side of the road. And right away, I could tell something was being all weird. And as we were driving down the road, he said he was right up there on the right. Next thing you know, he's having me pull into a fucking farm that this guy was just stuck in all night. And
In his car, like a snowstorm?
yeah, he was stuck in the car, but he pulled into this person's farm and was going through all their shit and took their gator, and there's fucking burnout marks. So he's hot. Like, you could tell he was probably just booing in this gator trying to pull his own car out because he's freaking out, but he's using all this person's shit. And he was really sketchy, so I pulled him out. I shouldn't have pulled him out. I should have called the cops right away. And right after I pulled him out, the fucking homeowner rips up in the driveway and parks in front of me. And I just get out of the car instantly, and I'm like, I have nothing to do with this. I'm so sorry. I just picked a hitchhiker up. I don't know what's going on. And
you said that to him?
Yes,
You're like freaking
instantly.
out.
I'm freaking out because I'm like, I'm going to get drug into this. Like, now
Yeah.
this is my problem.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck, I don't have anything to do with this. And so he was on the phone with the cops, and all of a sudden the hitchhiker's freaking out. He's like, dude, don't call the cops. I got warrants and shit. Don't do it. You can call the cops as soon as I leave, or I'll give you all my information. And he was still calling the cops, and this guy rips back to his car, gets in his car, and I get in my truck to like block him off, and the fucking guy's frantically going back and forth, and just ripped out of there, almost hit my truck, and he was gone. Yeah, so that's that one.
And you were just trying to be a good dude.
I was trying to be a good dude, yeah, and then the cops actually called me a day later and brought me in for questioning, and they said like the plate number I gave them didn't match the car, and I was telling them, I'm like, all right, here's the thing, guys. I'm a man of experiences. I'm just trying to experience as much that I can and bring these experiences to my life. And I just wanted to pick a hitchhiker up. I told them, I've always wanted to pick a hitchhiker up. I've never done it. And they look at me, and he's like, well, what do you think? Are you going to pick another hitchhiker up? And I'm like, nope, I'm not picking no fucking hitchhikers up no more.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yeah, so he's still on the run. If you see him, tell him I said hi. I would like at least $5 for pulling him
Call
up.
the Surgeon General.
Call the Surgeon General.
We got some resolution on that, by the way. Your mom saw the clip, I'm guessing from Facebook, of you saying that you had 3 phone numbers on your phone, and it was what? What did you say
No,
it was?
one phone number. And I
it's one phone number.
Surgeon General.
You said it was the Surgeon General, like
Yeah.
on like the Surgeon General warning on the nicotine.
Hey, did I
anything.
not already do the disclaimer that I'm not good with history?
Hey, so your mom texted me, you Tucker, and said,
Yeah.
what was it? It was the ER of Mora or something like
Yeah.
that. It was the ER to let them know that you were on your way if you got hurt. So it was not the
I don't
general
know,
surgeon
dude.
or the Surgeon General.
Dude, I think the phone was just for play, honestly. I don't think it did anything, and I think I totally believed it.
It was just a
dude.
little Fisher-Price phone that his parents gave
Yeah,
him.
it was Lil Tyke Step 2. And I was
It
like,
actually-
this calls a Surgeon General. I was getting bullied on the bus. This kid was throwing Pokemon cards at me. And I'm like, you want me to fucking call him, dude? I'll call him right now.
Now that you say that, actually, the first time I think that I ever saw you with the phone was we were skating one time, and it was red, and I remember we hit the button, like the number 1, and it goes, let's count to 3. So that makes sense, actually. It might not have been working at all.
Oh, my God.
It might have just been a play phone altogether.
You
Yeah,
hit the
so-
little butterfly button and it just gives a little song on them phones. Call the Surgeon General up real quick.
Yeah.
Sam, how about you? What's a time that you tried being
Honestly,
good to someone and it backfired on you?
there's probably more, but one that comes to mind, yeah. Yeah, when I was 16, I worked at Chris's Foods in town. And I was like the bagger boy, you know, the little bitch that brought your groceries out for you.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever get tips doing that?
Every once in a while, if you had a high roller coming through, they'd throw you a couple bucks.
What's considered a high roller at the grocery store? Like spends like $200 or what?
Well, if they tipped you, knew they had money.
Yeah, true.
You know?
True. Especially back then, hard times, dude.
Yeah, dude, I was carrying out your groceries, putting them in, slaving.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I'm bagging this lady's groceries, and she goes to swipe her card and it cancels, and she just starts immediately crying, and she's like, I promised my 2-year-old these, and she was just bawling, like it looked so real.
Dude, she swindled your ass.
And so I felt horrible for her. You know, I was only a few bucks. I had a job. I was a big man working. So I was like, ma'am, if you don't mind, I would love to pay for what you can't afford. So I pay for her groceries. Cut to an hour later, her boyfriend comes in, returns everything she bought, and takes the cash and leaves.
No way.
What?
Dude, I swear to God. So I bought, it was like, I probably put $20. I was 15 actually. So I was 15, gave her $20 for groceries, and then he comes in, returns it, takes all the money.
Holy shit.
I didn't
Dude,
even know
that'll
you
give
could
you trust
return-
issues.
I didn't know you could return groceries. How the hell does that work?
Apparently, if they're not out of the package, I guess they'll rip them.
Dude,
Chris is closed down.
they
so.
probably bought shit that they could purposely fucking return.
Dude, if it was a scheme, that was the best
Oh,
acting
that's
job.
definitely a
Dude, she
scheme,
had me.
dude.
I was sitting there almost tearing up. She was just bawling. It's my 2-year-old's birthday.
Oh my God, dude. That's
So how did you know that he returned it? Did you know who he was?
because of all the shit.
So I was still at work, you know, just doing my thing, bagging groceries, saving lives, and then all of a sudden the main cashier that they came back to, and she's like, "You will not believe what just happened." And honestly, that kind of crushes you as a kid, like your trust issues after you think you did the right thing. I remember I fucking called my mom.
About how good you felt.
Yeah, I was like,
you feel like you did a good deed.
I was like, you know what I did at work today? And then to find that out, dude.
what?
But you live and you learn, you know?
Dude, that's the
I'd still
worst
do it
part.
over again.
God,
You
damn.
can't trust people nowadays.
What did
That's
your
the
mom
worst part.
say when you told her that they came back and got the refund?
You know, what could she really say? It was just one of those like, damn, I got swindled.
Bad eggs.
Got
Bad
me.
eggs out here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That
crazy.
sucks.
We were talking about it off air, dude, that like back in the good old days, you were able to just pick up a lot lizard over in New York, drive her all the way to California, and you'd have no issue. And now you can't do that shit no more.
Yeah, so can we figure that out? Do one of you guys have a working phone? Can we Google if being a hitchhiker is actually illegal?
Yeah, you were saying it's illegal, and I didn't know.
I don't know
if it
where
is.
I feel
heard
like
that
it
before.
is.
Because there's a lot of places like out in Washington where I just was last week. They said there were signs all over the place that had like a red X through it, and it looked like a person with their thumb out. And I always thought that was like that was hitchhiking.
As a sidebar, while Tyler's looking that up,
I got it.
All right, never mind.
Minnesota State Statute 169.22 states no person shall stand in a roadway for the purpose of soliciting a ride from the driver of any private vehicle. So technically, it is illegal.
Damn.
If
There
you
you have
are
it.
on the side of the road to get a ride, it is illegal.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I wonder if picking people up is illegal or if doing it is illegal.
I think it's just doing it
Yeah.
because like
I feel like the cops would have told me, "Hey, picking people up is illegal."
right,
Don't do
and
it.
and I would assume like if someone's got stranded and they're
Yeah.
trying to get a ride
Yeah,
because
you
they're in the
kinda
middle
have
of a
to help 'em
snowstorm,
out.
middle of
Yeah.
nowhere. You can pick them up.
It's probably just kind of in there so that it's an extra charge for all these bad hitchhikers. Like they can stick on one more charge so that when, like, because I know if you get caught doing something, you go to jail, they hit you with a shit ton of charges so that when they do their, like, bargaining or whatever,
Yeah.
we'll knock these charges off, but we'll stick you with this. So you think you're getting a good deal and you accept the one charge they want you for.
Damn, you've been institutionalized. How do
Yeah,
you know so much
business,
about the
That
bro.
makes
system?
sense.
It's business, dude. It's business.
Damn, you go to the can one time and now you know the legal.
I know my
ins and
shit,
outs.
dude. I ran that cell block, dude.
You had your little special jail slippers.
Yeah, I made stir fry on my bed one night. It was good. Little jail stir fry.
Oh God, that sounds so fire.
Do you want?
Jail stir fry.
Yeah, I see that. I still see that shit on TikTok.
What the
We
hell
talked
is
about-
jail stir fry?
I don't know. I seen these guys the other day. They take their bed off of the frame in prison and they light a fire under it, and they're cooking shit like it's a flat top on their fucking bed. So they're just like making stir fry.
Oh my
And then I
God.
seen another one where they like, you know how there's like steel grating steps where you can like go right through it. They lit a fire under it and they were grilling like steaks on it.
So like a
Like it was
like
a
a
grill.
prison hibachi.
Yeah, no shit, prison hibachi, dude.
Damn.
It's wild.
That would be sick.
If it's real, like that's the thing is I don't know what the fuck to believe. I've never seen the inside of a prison, like if it's actually like that.
Have you ever
It
seen
seems something
60
on a
Days
movie.
In?
No, I haven't. My
Yeah.
cousin
I learned a
told me-
lot of shit.
My cousin
Like,
told me
dude,
about
the
it though,
shit they can do, and that's just jail. That's not even prison.
because that's real shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
seems pretty real. I don't think they can fake it like they do
I've never seen
the way they do the show.
I've never seen a show like that before. I've been getting into TV shows, dude. I tell you what, man. Fucking 90 Day Fiance is a wild ride, man.
I have never seen it. That's the one with that big dude that shacks up
Oh,
with the Asian
yeah,
chick.
Big Ed. I think
Yeah.
it's Big Ed, dude. Yeah, he's a player.
That is unreal. So what's
yeah.
the story with that? I never saw it.
Oh, I have no idea. But
I
live
love
with-
that show. I
live-
know nothing about
Well, no, I live with my cousin now, and she was big into it. So I go out there and I'll watch it with her, and it just blows my mind that like these people are like willing to show their whole lives on there. I'm like, there's no way this is real. Like, after doing shit like this, I feel like I can see like how scripted it is. I'm like, there's no fucking way these are real people. Either they're NPCs, or dude, it's like it only like confirms the simulation theory to me.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna
Yeah.
say. It only further confirms that
Yeah,
we
because
live
like
in a
there's
freaking
no way
simulation.
these people are real. Like there's no way people do this shit.
Yeah. So
And I'm not saying the 90 Day Fiance thing. I understand that. I'm saying like the drama and shit going on is like there's no way this shit's real.
But it's just like,
They're
it's
so
all
dumb.
for clicks. It's
Oh,
all for
sure,
views,
dude.
you know?
They go through their casting process so heavily. It's unreal to pick the good ones, you know?
They just pick out the most
should
psychotic
do
people
it,
they can
Sam.
find in Hollywood or what?
I don't think I'm cut out for reality TV.
I think you're perfectly cut out for reality TV.
I feel like I'd be a little snake. I feel like I'd be that guy that like everybody loves, but behind the camera, like in my little interviews, I'm just talking about how I'm just fucking everyone over.
Yes. Yes, bro. You should go on Big Brother, dude.
Dude,
Is Big Brother
I'm a
still
Big
thing?
Brother
don't
OG, dude.
Oh, my God.
I guess
man.
I haven't seen like the last probably 6 seasons, but when I was a kid, I did not miss an episode.
It's crazy. Like, I feel like normal TV is kind of dying because who the fuck is going to pay $80 a month for like DirecTV or however much it is? It's
Dude,
outrageous when you can pay for Hulu.
For like a good package, I think it's way more than 80 a month.
Really? Yeah.
For like Dish and Direct, yeah. For sure.
yeah.
Just
Dish
astronomical.
and Direct is
It's like,
over $100 a month.
I haven't had regular cable TV in 3 years, 4 years.
But here's the problem: if you want to watch all the same shows, you got to get Hulu, you got to get HBO,
Yeah, and you're gonna
you got
pay
to
the
get
same price.
Disney,
You're gonna
you
pay the
got
same
you know
price.
like you
Yeah.
got to have all Peacock, Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
You got to have all this shit, and it adds up to just be a freaking DirecTV bill, anyways. But if you can pick and choose, I mean, then you're in the clear. But the trick is to just mooch it off of someone else.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna get any of the like the bigger packages, Hulu Live is the way to go.
You
I
think so?
had Hulu Live for a while. Best, dude. You get
all the wild games and shit on
yeah,
there.
you get all the sports. You get bunch of channels, and then every channel you have, any movie that they have the rights to, you can watch on Hulu. So like, I think
Sounds like you're a big. Did they slip you some money under the table?
Yeah, what's
or
up
what?
with that?
Why are you so out here advocating for
this
Hulu?
episode is brought to you by Hulu. Dude, can you imagine? I just get a little
You got a
Hulu
little
deal.
side deal going with Hulu.
So I got my
Sam comes
chain,
in
bro.
wearing chains and comes in with crocodile shoes, the lemon pepper steppers, and he goes, "Yeah, dude, I just inked a deal with Hulu.
Yeah,
I
got
just
my
gotta
taxes
mention-
back.
Yeah, balling, dude, fake balling.
Just got to mention them on the pod one time, talk about their package, and boom, I get these lemon pepper steppers rolling.
A little sneak deal.
Big thing, huge thing going on in the news right now, though, is our boy Elon, fucking SpaceX, goddamn Mr. Incredible.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Dogecoin himself says that he's going to buy Twitter. And I'm honestly not extremely knowledgeable on this. I read a little article quickly, but
As far as I know, he already bought 9%. So he is a majority shareholder right now.
Right.
And so I did read an article that said that Elon Musk is putting in an offer to buy the rest of Twitter. And in his offer, he made a little bit of a threat from what I saw. He threatened that if Twitter didn't sell to him, he would dump his stock, which would just ruin Twitter.
yeah, because if a controlling share sold all their stocks, it would
Yep.
it would really fuck.
It would just plummet.
yeah.
So,
the price.
So
maybe buy a little.
I had
less of
heard
Twitter.
that, or I was reading on like Business Insider or whatever, it had said that since he was a majority shareholder, he gets a seat on the board typically. But his request to be on the board was declined because they said he had basically too much power. Like he could just do whatever he wanted to do. So they said he couldn't be on it. So I think this is kind of an FU move.
So yeah, him saying "fuck you," then I'll buy the whole company. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a huge power.
So, what do you guys? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, I think it's great. I think there needs to be a private major
I
social
completely
platform.
agree.
There
So
needs to
glad
be a
you went
private
that
one.
way.
Yeah, and he says like his whole goal is to change the algorithm so that it shows you both sides of the stories and stuff instead of feeding you like we've talked about it before. The worst part about social media is it only shows you what you want to see and your beliefs. So it sounds like he wants to switch the algorithm so you see more two-sided things and get a more information about shit.
Right.
Which would be it would hurt their probably social media aspect of it because that's what makes people so addicted to social media is it shows you so much you already want to know, but it'd be good neutral news source.
You think that it would make it less interesting? You think less people would be tuning into
I
it?
kind
Or
of
what?
think it would hurt it because like the whole point behind social media right now is that the algorithm shows you exactly what you want to see. So if these people are seeing things they don't want to see, these hard-headed people aren't going to like it.
Dang. And you think they're just like, I don't like this.
Well,
I'm
what do
going to
you
get
think?
off this thing.
What do you
I don't know. I'm just
here's the thing,
asking.
I don't
questions.
use Twitter the way it is. I haven't been on
either.
Twitter in years.
I don't either. But if Elon bought it, I'd probably start picking it up more
If
often.
Elon bought it and let Trump back in with like full reign, it'd be wild. It'd be the Wild West, and I'd be in for it.
Dude, that's the thing is I'm no Trump humper by any means. I like the man himself, but why is he not on Twitter? The fact in a free country,
Wasn't he like the first person permanently banned or something?
there's
Big?
been a couple, but
know.
he was by far the biggest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge.
I mean, why? Who are they to say he cannot post on Twitter? That's just bullshit.
That's the whole point of it, is to get people's their views across and shit.
But that's what's also wild too, because I saw that there was this person talking about how the Taliban have a verified Twitter account and are allowed to post whatever they want, but our ex-president of the United States can't post anything on Twitter.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy, and regardless of what your viewpoint is on it, like just the censorship alone of one complete whole side of the equation, that's kind of freaky that they can just determine what they want you to see.
And realistically,
that's weird.
If Elon had the whole thing, he could do the exact same shit. And he could, but I don't think he's that type of person. I think he's a better person.
Elon he's been pretty good for being on the side of mankind,
Do you
just
think,
in general.
What if Elon is putting up this big front, okay, that like he's like genuinely maybe a decent guy, but he's like starting a space program. He's starting internet, launching all these satellites.
I'm following.
He's taking over Twitter. He's fucking buying all this shit. He has all these cars across the country that he could control remotely.
Oh my God.
What if he just flips a switch? All of a sudden, he's the supervillain.
What if he's making the Twitter version of Optimus Prime right now?
God. He could be.
He's going to wipe us out.
He's going to take us out. Autobots, roll out.
Dude, he's...
But what,
you're
do you
fucking
not, see
onto
what,
something,
do you
though,
not see
dude.
what I'm saying, though? Like, if you
Elon's
wanted
got
to
some fucking real power.
think conspiracy-wise, he has an extreme amount of power, realistically. If he could take over
I
shit.
choose to believe that he is looking out for the greater mankind because, dude, we need an Elon in today's world. Like,
Yeah.
we need someone that's pushing more towards... Like, I feel like he wants to bring our country back towards the middle.
Dude, I really hope that he becomes a supervillain and we can look back at this clip and be like,
Oh, just
we were all bamboozled.
Hard,
We were bamboozled.
and you called it out first, bro.
What if?
If that doesn't go viral, then the algorithm's bullshit.
Well, the algorithm won't be a thing because Elon owns that shit.
Even a better point.
Wow.
Well, in other news, I feel like we've been talking about it for already 6 weeks,
Oh,
but
God, there's
Will
more
Smith,
Will shit. Why?
Will Smith back in the headlines.
What do you do now?
Is Chris Rock's brother is challenging Will Smith to
Is
a
that
celebrity.
Little Rock?
Little Rock.
Who's Chris Rock's brother?
Little Rock, Arkansas. I think the city is Chris Rock's brother. Kenny Rock, I think is his name.
Damn, they got some cool ass names.
He's challenging Will Smith to a celebrity boxing match. And so
Okay.
he does stand up too. And I watched a little bit of his stand up routine. And he was saying, like, basically, if Will tried to do that to me, I wouldn't have let him have it and whatever. Basically talking about how he would have whooped his ass on stage.
There's
if
no
that was
way
him.
Will would ever accept that.
He has only got everything to lose because I didn't even know who this guy's name was until
Will
this.
would only have losses. He would never accept that ever.
Apparently, he does stand up just like Chris Rock, but I think he's just not as good.
He's obviously not
Not as popular.
He's just trying to chase around his brother's footsteps. You doing all right, dude, or what? You doing okay over there?
I just got nothing to say about this no good movie having ass. I'm just checking out. I
Fucking knew you were setting up a bid or something.
got nothing to add to fucking Will Smith. That's for fuck sure. Okay, I'm just wondering. I was just thinking about this myself the other day. So let's just use the three of us for an example.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we decide to take a little bush plane somewhere. We're heading towards Alaska.
Okay.
Our plane crashes.
Okay.
What's the first thing you do?
First thing is find a sufficient water supply and create a shelter and fire.
Dumb.
What's your first move, Sam?
Look for survivors.
No,
Fuck
I
the
would say,
survivors.
first off, if we crashed, one, I would make myself the leader, obviously, out of the three of us.
Okay.
Second, I would take charge of hunting. I would give Cody the job of food. And then I would give Tyler the job of the medic. Because I feel like you'd be a
Medic?
good medic.
I could be a shaman. I could just like heal
You know
healing powers.
He's
How
gonna
about
figure
that?
out where all the ayahuasca is.
Yeah, I know this.
I would
Dude,
respect
just
that.
eat this, man. You'll feel great.
No, that's a good point. I think the first thing I would do is I would look for something like a psychedelic just to take the edge off.
Yeah, just to
So
put yourself
maybe-
in the mindset of I'm stranded.
Well, no, we're going to have a lot of traumatic experiences. We just survived a plane crash. We need something to take the edge off.
Yep.
And then depending on where we are, maybe if it's Caribbean or...
You said on the way to Alaska, dude.
Oh, good point. So if we're going towards Alaska,
Or we're going over the Caribbean. Where are we at?
over
Australia?
Canada, dude. We're in Canada.
first thing I would do is I'd probably set out a bear trap and I would make friends with the biggest bear I can possibly find.
But you trap it, it's gonna be pissed.
Not the way I talk to it.
Oh, you can make him think someone else trapped him, and you're helping him out of it.
Exactly. I would just make some sort of connection to where we become homies.
Mm-hmm.
I would have my own bear pet. I would let you guys ride if you wanted. And then if I have a fucking bear, dude, I'm unstoppable.
That would be sick.
I would ride it to civilization. I would get everybody to safety. I would take full responsibility and we'd all be safe. That is besides the pilot because he probably died on impact.
Yeah, that's the thing. We never thought about the pilot.
I just assume the pilot died. I feel like they usually do.
I think that's most movies wise. Yeah.
If we were going to crash, do you think our best bet is water?
To crash in over trees.
Like, let's say we still have landing gear.
What's the situation for landing? Is it trees or fucking cliffs?
Yeah, what are you proposing here?
I mean, I think water's a better bet than trees and shit. But if it's an open fucking field,
Okay, so if you see a wide open field, pilot's dead already. That's the only reason we're crashing because he had a heart attack.
oh, dude, I'll put that bitch down.
So
No problem.
you
No
have
sweat,
on
dude.
one side you have a wide open cornfield. On the other side you have a pond. What side are you going to try to land on?
wide open cornfield.
Why?
Well, the corn would. Well,
Chopped corn.
do you have? I feel like the landing gear in water would really fucking hurt.
Well, it depends what angle you go down because you could just start spiraling. It could be horrible.
We're not pilots, dude. All right, I'm calling my brother. No, I'm thinking cornfield, dude, because that corn is actually going to grab. It's not going to break shit off, but it's going to slow you down, and it's going to just cradle you to the ground, and like a little baby, and it's just going to just swaddle you down, and then, dude, we can just take off again once we resurrect the pilot, and then we'll just take right back off.
Dude, I don't know if it's my ego or what it is in me, but I feel like if I was on a plane and the pilot died, I could land the fucker.
Oh, dude, I'd give her my best.
I think I could figure it out. I could get us down, and I just want to be the hero of the day, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, you have to try.
Dude, if something bad happened on a plane, like, dude, if I was on a hijacked plane, that fucking hijacker's fucked. I'm taking over, and I'm fucked. Dude, they don't even know what's coming to them. They made the worst decision of their life if they try to take over a plane that I'm on.
Here's the thing, dude. You got nothing to lose.
Is that a
That's the thing.
challenge?
Fame.
Is that a challenge? Are you openly challenging someone?
I'm just saying, Cody walks into the cockpit and kills the pilot. We'll see what happens, bud.
But here's the thing: what weapon does he have? Are you gonna go after a guy that has a knife? Are you gonna go after a guy
I
that
don't
has?
care, dude.
Here's the thing that you guys don't understand.
Dude,
I'm trained.
Okay. I think
I got Rocky and I got Balboa, dude. I'm set. No one's fucking with me.
Just start swinging up.
I got 2 fucking
Swinging.
felonies in my fucking fist, bro. You want that
These are
fucking
lethal
battery
weapons.
charge, dude?
Remember that fucking lie when we were kids? Like, yeah, my dad does karate. He's pretty much registered as a lethal weapon. If he fights anybody, he'll go to jail for attempted murder because that's a weapon. Have you ever
Be
heard
like,
that?
yeah,
Yeah,
my
I've
dad
heard
crushed a
that.
12-pack and hit me last night.
It's
my
a
dad,
lethal weapon.
my dad packs a punch.
Yeah, he could kill me at any time, and he made it known. That's dark.
Dude, my dad.
Jesus.
No, I like on a lesser note of what you just said. There were certain times where I would mouth off to my dad, or like when I was in high school, you know, I thought I was some big dog, whatever. My dad, he would tell me, he's like, "You think you're the fucking man of the house? Let's go outside and prove it right now." Every time I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
What would you have done? You take him outside and you just absolutely
Dude.
beat the shit out of him.
One time,
What happened?
so one time he was like, "Go outside right now," because he didn't like to yell at me in front of my mom. We walk outside. The first thing he does, there was like this 5-foot long PVC pipe, just this big around, sitting on the ground. He picks it up. He starts running towards me. I was like, "Oh no, never mind. I'm so sorry." Dude, my dad though, he's been a construction worker his whole life. I'm pretty sure he would just kick my ass.
At what
I probably have
age-
100 pounds on him, dude. He'd kick my ass.
At what age do you think that you could beat up your dad? Like, what age path do you think is the turning point where you think you would have an advantage?
I would say when I'm 40 and he's 70.
That
No,
probably-
it would be earlier than that. I'd say right now I could give him a fight. Eric, if you're listening, let's go.
Let's go.
I was hoping that'd go.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Sorry, Dad.
I love living at your house.
See you at Easter.
I don't think that I'll ever be able to kick my dad's ass.
Nah, you could definitely not kick your dad's ass.
No way.
But then it comes to the later end of it at like 80. You know, there's going to be a point where he'll be frail.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can do it. You
Cody's,
know?
for all the years you yelled at me, you motherfucker. His dad's just in a nursing home, 90 years old. Cody's just beating the fuck out of him. This is for not letting me go to a party. Just getting it all out.
Still dwelling on high school.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, you know, when he's in the nursing home, he better watch his fucking back. That's all I gotta say.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'll tell you what, though. I hope my parents aren't in a nursing home because I hate going there. My grandpa was in there my whole childhood. I fucking hated it, dude. Like,
Why?
it smells weird. Old people are weird, dude. Like, especially when you're a little kid. No, I'm serious. When you're a little kid, they will come up to you and do and say some weird shit,
scary.
dude. And we had a little dog, a little Shih Tzu when I was a kid, and they'd all come up and pet her, and I was pretty freaked out.
Yeah.
We'd be in this back room, like, having Christmas, and some old person would walk back, start saying some crazy shit.
Like what?
So here's okay.
Oh, dude, I couldn't even tell you. They would, like, I remember one time this lady came back, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" We're like, what the fuck?
All right. Here's another quick hitter for you, Sam. At what age can you become where it's not creepy? You're that cute old guy instead of the creepy guy. You know, because there's an age where old guys can say shit to young women, and the young girls are like, "Oh, he's so cute," because he's old. What age?
Right.
See, I don't
where
think
you can
it's an
start saying
age.
shit?
I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's all a delivery.
Okay.
It's personality.
I think at any age, of the way you deliver, like if you're an attractive young woman, and I'm like, "Oh, you've been growing up real quick, haven't you?" That's weird.
Dude, but I hear that shit a lot.
But if I was like, "Oh, Tyler, you're growing up to be so beautiful," that's totally different.
Dude, that was cute. Thank you.
But if I'm like,
wow, now
You're
you're a cute
looking-
old man.
"Looks like you hit puberty early," dude, some old people, I've heard them say some creepy
yeah.
shit to women.
Really fucking weird stuff.
Like, they just no holds barred.
Yeah,
It's just
they don't hold
anything.
back, dude. It's wild.
Anything goes. These guys. Well, I mean, that's the thing.
But
Like
that's a what
totally impulse.
But I think the problem is that, you know, realistically, you give us another 40 years, I'm going to stop giving a shit. Like, I'm sick. I'm sick of caring what everybody fucking thinks. I'm just going to say whatever the fuck I want to. It's like, I'm going to die at any point. Fuck it.
I guess.
I
They're
see
not
that
totally
to
different.
a point, but I think the reason that the old people of today are so bad is because when they were younger, they got away with so much more, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
we're gonna
for
be
sure.
we're gonna be
Yeah.
trained our whole lives to hold our tongues. I think
True.
we'll be better old people when it comes to that.
Yeah, honestly, just within the last 20, 30 years, guys were still like, "Hey, sweetheart, smile a little bit," you know, like
Well,
just
yeah,
doing
bro.
weird shit.
When our parents were in, like, elementary school, there were still segregated schools.
Are you
Probably.
sure, bro?
Dude, I'm not history. Fuck.
I mean, unless your
I know
parents,
better. I know better.
unless
than
your
this.
parents are fucking 65,
I
70.
know better. Fuck, I know better than this, dude. Why did I try that?
I'm gonna call cap a little bit.
Fuck, all right.
Because I feel like that was like an early 1900s
Fucking Ruby Bridges went to school with Tyler's mom, apparently.
Yeah, did your parents go to school in Little Rock, Arkansas by chance?
Okay, thank you. Please, please, please.
What year did they desegregate?
We'll be right back.
Yeah, fuck. It was 1954.
You know what, Tyler? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've been going through a pretty rough time.
What's going on with you, man? You got girl problems? What's going on?
No, I got fired from my job, and I can't find a new one.
Dude, and that's the best part about today's job economy. You can do anything that you want to do. One thing about a company that I know, HireQuest, one application, hundreds of opportunities. HireQuest provides on-demand staffing for clients across a variety of industries in Minnesota. If you're seeking employment or a business looking for staffing assistance, contact HireQuest and see what they can do for you today.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Yeah, so thank you for HireQuest for sponsoring this episode. And if you mention On Tap with the Boys, you will receive 4 hours free of your first order of service.
4 hours?
4 hours, free money, dude. You're just
Jesus.
leaving it on the table. All right, now let's get back to the show.
So Sam, off camera, you were saying that you got bullied on the bus a little bit. What's
All
up
right,
with that?
that is not what I said, first of all.
You said you
Yeah.
got beaten up on the bus all the time, and you didn't like going to school because of it, and you always
All
called
right.
in sick. And
First of all, so you guys don't think I'm a loser? No, that didn't happen. What I said off camera is I was thinking about how when you go to a small town school like Pine City, you ride the bus. When you're a kindergartner, there could be multiple seniors, any age kid on the bus.
The full spread.
Is that
you
not
have
normal?
K through 12.
Nah, bro.
Bigger
if you have
cities,
different schools, they don't use
Yeah,
the same
bigger
bus
bigger
system?
schools, they have their own elementary, middle school, and high school, and they're usually big enough to have. They need buses for all their students, so like you can't really do it. Like Pine City's so small, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
So the shit that we've seen, our school's small.
Oh, dude, I learned everything bad that I knew as a young kid. I learned on the bus.
All swear words, all my swear
all of
words came from the bus. How to spell swear words came from the bus.
How to spell all the crazy shit that's like what am I what am I thinking of? Like,
Okay, so you want to know a big thing for me? A big thing that I learned on the bus. Okay, cool. When I was in like 4th grade, I think it was probably 4th grade, an older student, I still remember their names because it was that big of a deal. These older students were dry humping in the back of the bus. You know that one middle seat?
woman and girl?
Woman and guy.
Woman and girl?
Woman and guy.
Woman and guy.
Boy and girl.
Boy
They were
and girl.
young. Boy and girl. They were dry humping in the back of the bus. And we went home.
Oh my god, the bus driver and one of the kids?
You're ruining this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. What's your story?
And then you went home and snitched. Let's get to that part where you snitched.
Did you?
Well, he got in trouble for it. They got written up and stuff in bus reports, and I probably did snitch. Realistically,
snitched.
I'm not going to go beyond it. But my mom found out about it, and then my mom and 2 other moms in the neighborhood got together and like formed a thing that they're boycotting the bus. We're not having our kids go on the bus until you punish these people for doing this, showing our children what humping is. So. It was fucking sweet for me because my mom and these 2 other moms switched off driving us back and forth to school, so we didn't have to ride the bus.
So you got to sleep in a
It
little
was
bit.
because my bus ride was an hour long.
Mine was
And you
too.
got
So-
a little sex ed,
Yeah.
little sneak peek on the bus.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So yeah, I got a ride to school and a ride home from school. It was sick. I really thank those guys for dry humping in the back of the bus. They're nice. They were nice folks.
My bus driver was fucking nuts when we were growing up. Like, she was insane. She would like turn around, get up, and like literally just pull off to the side of the road, get up and like stand up and just yell at everyone, "Sit the fuck down!"
Was it Shelly?
No, this was pre-Shelly. I can't remember what her name was. She was like a Hispanic lady. She was short. She was fiery, dude.
We rode the same bus for like half a year.
Oh yeah,
when
yeah.
I lived
yeah.
with my uncle.
Yeah, no, Shelly was pretty cool, but the one previous to this. So there was this kid, Damien. I can't remember his last name. We went to school with him. He's kind of a shithead kid.
Yeah, I
always
think I know
got
what
in
you're talking
trouble.
about, but I'm not saying nothing.
He grabs this apple one time because she's yelling at all of us, and he throws it. But she's driving, right? It lands like in 3 rows behind her, rolls under, and gets jammed under the gas. So like she could, or under the brake, so she couldn't hit the brake or something. And she was freaking out. She like ripped her seatbelt off. She gets under there and like pulls the apple out or whatever the hell he threw. Dude. And she was pissed. I think he got kicked off the bus.
Dude, well, now that we're older, could you imagine how frantic you would be if you have a fucking school bus full of kids and you...
Oh my
She couldn't.
god!
Yeah, it was
She almost
definitely
killed
the
all
brake.
you motherfuckers.
It was like jammed under. So she was like trying to kick this thing, and it wouldn't go down. It was wild because then when she did get the bus stop, she came back. I thought she was gonna beat the kid's ass.
Jeez.
She was pissed. She was pissed. I mean,
Dude,
rightfully so.
I
I
used to
guess, but-
love just sending shit down like between the seats because you didn't know how far it would go up. Or we would crawl all the way to the back. We called it like going to Australia or something because you would just start in the front because I was one of the last stops, so I'd be in a pretty empty bus at a certain point.
Yep.
You just start in like the 2nd, 3rd seat, and you just crawl all the way to the back. It was like the biggest accomplishment you could have as a kid. Like that was
dirty
kid
as hell
clout.
before they caught
that was
you.
kid clout, bro. No, the dirtier you were, the cooler it was. You got like 3 pieces of gum stuck on you. That was a dub.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah, under there is dirty as hell,
Yeah,
dude.
I remember having bus drivers where you'd see like cigarettes in the trash and stuff and be like, man, he's smoking before he picks us up. This guy's a badass.
Oh, the bus driver?
Yeah, bus drivers smoking and shit. I think another big thing is, we were talking about Spotify and stuff earlier. I feel like the school bus is where I was introduced to a lot of music.
You
Yes.
guys got to listen to music?
Well, we had CD players and stuff.
Oh, you're talking about your own. Okay.
Yeah,
So there
so we
was
would just be
buses that we
sharing.
had that had a
Because
radio.
mine never played
Mine
no
never
fucking
did.
music.
Mine
No.
never did.
Mine didn't even run the heat unless he was in a good mood.
That same with ours. Same with ours.
He'd be in there,
He
you
was
just
never
be
on.
shivering.
Yeah, cold as fuck.
Dude, one time when I was a little kid on the bus, I was actually sitting next to Carter UTech. Shout out Carter. And I was definitely younger than 4th grade. And there was this kid who was 10th, 11th, or 12th. You know, when you're that young, they all look like high schoolers to you.
Yeah, you stereotype them.
And so I'm sitting with Carter, and Carter was a little shit-talking motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And he was talking
Still
shit.
is.
It was this kid named Kyle. Couldn't tell you his last name, but just to let you know, we would have to drop him off at the ALC every day. So he was one of those kids.
Oh, a little troubled.
And Carter
Are
was
we allowed
talking
say
shit
that?
to
Are we gonna
him.
get in trouble?
Carter was talking shit to him. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. Hawk's the fattest loogie I've ever seen in my life. Lands directly on my fucking head. I was sitting there minding my own business. Yes, dude. I'm sitting there minding my own fucking business. Carter's sitting there. Dude, I'd never seen a person laugh harder in my life. I mean, I still like spit sets me off more than anything because that traumatized me. I remember because I was facing forward. Carter was the one talking shit. All of a sudden I go like this, pull my hand back, just loogie all. And I still had like a fucking 45-minute bus ride to go after that, dude. One of the worst bus moments of my life. That's one of those where you get home and you just start crying. You're like, what the fuck happened today, dude?
Super traumatizing.
I mean, it was 4th grade or younger. That's how young I was.
That's where
Fucking Carter.
you go home to your parents and you tell them, you don't understand how hard of a day I had. And they had to work all
Dude,
day.
yeah. I mean,
And they think that you're just talking about, pooping and
like,
poop jokes.
Learning
and,
2 + 2.
yeah,
and-
but you're
Pretty
like
much.
coming home with real traumatic experiences. I remember I had a Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we would always trade Yu-Gi-Oh cards on my bus. And I was real young, maybe 3rd grade-ish, and I was trading with one of the seniors that were on the bus. And I remember I had like one super rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. That was like the main one, right? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it sounds right to me.
It was
yeah.
a super rare card
Yeah,
at the
sounds
time.
cool.
Maybe it was to me at least. No one else had one.
It was a
So
very
was like-
good. It was a very good offensive player. It had a lot of damage, but it did not provide a lot of magical
anyways,
features.
so we would be like trading, and I was trying to trade him like 10, let's say 10 of these like not so great ones for this one decent one that he had.
Yeah.
And he actually just grabs my deck and he's like, I'll just go through your cards, and pulls that out and takes it. And literally I watched him and I was like, you can't have that. And he's like, no, it's mine now. Like he literally just stole it.
That
And I'm
piece
like,
of shit.
oh,
Do
fuck.
you remember who this is?
I can't do anything. Yeah.
Let's
Call
get
him.
that- let's-
Call
I've got
the
him back.
fuck out,
I've
dude.
already got him back.
got it back?
Little did he know you'd have a podcast in 15 years.
You're a thief.
Let him blast, dude.
We've
got him?
we've squashed the beef. We've squashed the beef.
No, you don't
We
get rid
talk
of
on a yearly basis now.
Don't get rid of beef.
One thing about Cody, who I didn't get to know very well until over the last few months,
Just because we're old.
he's a vengeful motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I've heard a lot of revenge stories
Well,
from Cody.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about
Not anymore.
Cody is that he sees the good in every single person, so that when he hates somebody or has something that he doesn't like about somebody, there's not very many of those people.
You
in his head.
respect it.
So he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's stewing on it, and that's what he like focuses all of his hatred on, because he doesn't have any focus towards most people.
But-
so you're fucked. If Cody
Even-
don't like you, you're done.
Even if Cody just tells you, like, oh yeah, I don't like that guy, you probably trust it more than someone who doesn't like
100%,
most people.
100%. Yeah.
Because we all have that friend that's like, oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
When it's like, come on, dude. You hate
Right,
everybody.
right.
Well, we were talking about, somebody came up to us and said that you're a bad person, and me and Cody were like, man, I don't know
Yeah.
about it. I don't
Little
know
bit-
about it.
little
you know?
bit
That's
of
not what
beef.
I heard. I heard you guys did not come to my defense at all.
Well, I wasn't there. Realistically, I was not there. But
I know my master would have been there.
My
I would have been there. Yeah, mentor. Yeah,
My mentor.
my
I like
master.
I like master better. It sounds like a master of something. Master
I'm
Bader,
cool
maybe.
with it. Yeah. I mean, if that's what he asked for, I'm down. It has not happened
So
yet.
there's people talking shit about Sam. Apparently he's a bad person. So we're gonna do a lie detector test on Sam and see if he's actually a decent person or if he's just been lying to us.
All right.
Did you really save that kitty from that fire?
No.
Oh my god.
I made it all up.
The truth all comes out now.
But I didn't kill it either, bro.
Heard that.
Comes out.
We should set up a
Woo!
episode similar to Hot Takes, but it's actually a dog shock collar, and we tell people that it's a lie detector.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
I'll do it. Well, no, because you're not gonna.
Then you would know.
Yeah.
I bet Fireball Bob would do it, bro.
If you could actually hook it up to that where when I lie I get shocked, I'd be in for that. But not
Yeah,
if
we
you're
can do
just
that.
No, because you'll be
Yeah, no,
randomly
I can do
shocking
that.
me all the fucking time.
I'll determine if you're lying or
You'll
not.
have one of those ghost detector apps on your phone. You're like, oh yeah, you got a ghost. Just shock me every time there's a fucking ghost on me.
Do you remember them early days of the smartphones where those apps that were supposedly stud finders
Yes,
and
dude.
metal detectors and whatever? It's just fake shit.
Yeah.
Just put up to your camera and it'll just randomly buzz at you. And
Yep, and
whatever.
all the ghost detectors too, dude. That's
Okay,
to me is wild.
we talked about last episode how we got smartphones like at young ages and we just did stupid shit with them. What was the first app that you downloaded on a smartphone that you thought to yourself, like, this is purely for entertainment? There is no use for this at all.
Well, first thing I ever downloaded was games right away because I was 7.
Yeah.
Or I was probably 10.
Okay.
And I can tell you exactly what it was. It was Doodle Jump. That was the first game I ever played. I
Really?
remember,
Damn,
dude,
that
I
was-
remember
that
the
was pretty
first
late
time I
in the
held
phone
an
games.
iPod and was playing a game. It was Doodle Jump. That was
Damn.
the first ever game I ever played.
That's
fucking
wild
old, dude.
because that was a long time
Yeah.
into like Java games.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, I had Doodle Jump on one of my first
I don't remember
phones,
the
but
first app I downloaded, game wise.
I
It
could
was
tell
had
you
to be
mine.
games, but I don't know the
I'm
first
thinking my first one that I thought to myself, like, this is purely just for entertainment. This has no use at all. Was a shotgun app where you could like.
Oh, those
yeah,
You're
bro.
talking
It
was just
those
the dumbest
ones,
Or
dude.
you could drink a beer.
Yeah.
Flick a lighter,
Yeah, the
dude.
Bic
Yeah,
lighter
yeah,
app.
those were
That was
big.
sick.
Yeah, I remember those guys that always had all the different guns and you could shoot them and stuff. Like,
And that was like a flex. Like, yeah, my mom let me buy the pack with the new Mac 11,
Yeah,
Something crazy.
or the drum sets.
I
You could
feel
get like
like-
all
Oh, yeah,
virtual
bro.
drum
I
sets.
feel like entertainment has changed, like of how hard it is to keep people entertained. That
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like that does not fly no more.
What would you guys say is your top phone game of all time?
Top phone game
Of all time.
of my personal or
Personal.
just in general.
Your personal favorite phone game of all time.
The one I got very most into, I think, is probably CSR Racing. This car
Oh,
game.
dude, that's a fucking
That was
banger
fire.
of a game.
That was
don't know
fire
that.
because there was an online feature to it, and I would just kill it, and I would play it all the time. I spent so much time on it.
Dude, I started a fight because of that game at school one
Why?
time. Well, so everybody at the lunch table was into the game, and this one kid was way better than the rest of us. And we were like, oh, you fucking buy cars, you buy cars. Well, I was actually buying cars. I was the only.
You were gaslighting
He wasn't buying them, but I was. But I was putting that attention on him. I was like, "Oh, you're just buying cars. You bought everything you have." Well, my other friend next to me started talking shit. Next thing you know, he like hits him like this, and they just started throwing hands in the middle of the lunchroom,
About
dude.
CSR Racing?
Yes, dude, and it was all my fault. I was gaslighting him.
You're toxic, dude. Maybe this person was right.
Holy fuck. I just exposed myself.
Yeah.
If I'd have known this topic was coming up, I would have been the nicest I could have been today. Instead of saying some manipulative shit like that.
Oh, we were warned about this. That one chick person that came up to us and said that, you had a little bit of beef. She was saying that you're a little bit manipulative, and I think you're trying to get us to believe that you were a nice guy.
I manipulated my way on the pod, brother.
Let's just keep slowly describing this person more and more until
No,
it's exactly
no,
what it is. I already know you threw a couple more.
I don't want to
descriptions
bring
out.
any attention to it.
That's crazy. So when this little blonde-haired chick,
Dude.
All right, dude. When this 5'7",
You know what? I haven't fucking done anything wrong. You should say your fucking name to the camera for all I care. I was just laying in my bed being a good person, and then there's just someone out talking shit about me.
Yeah, everybody has a
Speaking
reason.
on my name.
Put some respect on it.
Living rent free, bro.
I love
all
this.
right,
I
join
love
us
Black.
July 2nd for our golf tournament.
Dude,
Yeah.
if
Sign
you
up
miss
is
our golf
live.
tournament,
You're kind of lame. You're kind of lame.
I'm telling you, hey, listen to all of our viewers that are still here at this point. If you can't golf, don't be afraid. This tournament is about having a great time. It's about being all of us bros together. You can possibly rip a pit bike.
Yeah, and here's the thing about the pit bike. I've already had questions about it. Is that you don't have to win the tournament to win the pit bike.
No, everyone
That's-
gets drawn
yeah.
for it. All
That is
players get
just
drawn for it.
everyone has equal opportunity. We're equal opportunity giveaway of pit bikers.
And
here,
here's
so.
the thing, too. We're going to work out how these deductions work, but we're going to do separate deductions so that evens the player field for people who are not good at golf. So, for example, beers drank, if you come in with cans or, something along these lines, we got to figure out some safe falls so that people can't cheat.
But the registration is live right now on our website to sign up for that.
It's already filling up.
It is. It is. OnTapWithTheBoys.com. Head over there. Maybe pick up a couple pieces of merch.
Yeah,
we got
wait
some new
until-
merch coming out in 2 days.
2
From when
days.
this airs. 2 days, 420. We have a whole new merch line coming with Renegade Builders.
It's going to be incredible.
Shout out to Bodie. We got a bunch of new designs in the works, and it's going to be awesome. Also, next Friday, so that's coming Friday, find us at karaoke.
Oh,
Yes.
you best
We gotta-
friend.
This is going to be a
karaoke.
fucking fire week.
Banger.
We got
gonna
a
be good.
lot of big shit this week. It's
gonna be good.
So yeah, meet us at karaoke. Me and old Sam here. We're going over our album that we're gonna come out with.
Yes, sir.
And it's gonna be amazing. So don't miss out on it because last time was a blast and it was a lot of beers drank.
packed
a lot of
the
good time.
house, dude.
And here's the thing: this time, I think they're gonna be prepared with bartenders. I think they'll be
Yeah,
well
so
prepared.
I will say firsthand, last time I was there was a bartender going around saying no cards to people. I do want you to know cards are allowed. They were just really busy, didn't expect all the heat coming in.
Yeah, they didn't think we could do what we could do, and we really appreciate everybody that came out there.
Yep. We'll
Yes,
see you
sir.
next. We'll see you this Friday.
They will not underestimate us again.
Fuck Tyler Ploshik.
Fuck Tyler Ploshik. Oh my god.
And Steven.
Yeah.
And Steven's Balloons.
Thanks for listening to On Tap with the Boys. Be sure to follow us on social media and stay updated. Tune in next week for another episode about Tyler's problems.
Me and Sam will be doing a head-to-head tongue wrestling competition, best 2 out of 3 at the Legion this Friday.
Hell yeah.
He has nothing. He's all right with that. All right.